AITA 4 letting my MIL were read to my wedding? Me and my husband got married last September and I have not heard the end of this since, so I would like to know, am I the one in the wrong? My husband, 33M, and I, 28F, had a small beach wedding of 12 people. Neither one of us enjoys being the center of attention. We probably would have eloped and told no one. But my mom knows me so well and said she would be heartbroken if we went down that route, the good old guilt trip lol. So we settled on just a private family event on the beach, and a general invite to our friends to join us at a cabana we reserved at a nice tiki club nearby to celebrate. We tried to keep it low-key, but keep it still wedding-shaped. We didn't have a dress code for the people that came to the cabana obviously, but the people invited to the ceremony were told to dress nicely in either dusty blue or light gray. We wanted to keep it a beach theme, so those colors seemed to be a nice choice. And that is where this whole thing started. For some reason my MIL could not grasp the concept on those color choices. She messaged my husband and asked about 1,000 times the same questions. What colors again? Is navy blue okay? Is this dress fine? What about purple? Now usually the rule is that he is the point of contact for his side of the family and I am the same with mine. But his only task for the wedding was to get his suit and look happy to see me when I walked down the aisle. So he would always ask me to double-check that what he said was correct. He of course reiterated the fact that the colors were dusty blue and light gray and anything that were in one of those colors was fine. She even showed him 4 different dresses that were labeled dusty blue, so she knew for sure the dress code. But she would still ask and ask. We were over it. Well, it's about a week out from the wedding and we had taken his parents to the location where we were having the wedding because we needed to make sure MIL, who has difficulties walking, would be able to access the beach and knew where to be. We did a trial run of getting her on and worked out a plan for the day of. As I was helping her into the car, she turns to me and says, I've been having such a hard time deciding on a dress, but I think I finally decided. What do you think about me wearing red? Now I'm thinking this is a joke. There is no way someone could think red is anywhere close to the color scheme. And as a long-time lurker on Reddit, I've heard plenty of wedding horror stories to know there is apparently a thing about wearing red to a wedding. Hoping she isn't being serious, but just in case I said, only if you want everyone to think you slept with the groom. She seemed shocked to hear that was a thing, and I can honestly say I don't put much stock in that concept. It's just something I've heard on Reddit and I figured I could steer her away from red with that comment. And I did not hear a single thing about her wearing red again. Come the day of the wedding and everything is getting set up by the wedding party. We had rented a beach wheelchair for her to use to get on the beach and we had them come early so that we could get her situated before the start of the wedding. So as I'm helping set up the arch and all I heard was my maid of honor go, oh shit. I spun around to see my MIL being pushed down the ramp wearing, you guessed it, a fucking red dress. Now I am not someone who has dreamed about her wedding day and has had a vision about what it was supposed to be since I was a child or anything, but I did try my best to plan things myself, and this disregard for the only thing I had asked for them to do felt disrespectful. I was pissed. I could see my husband holding back his anger as well, but neither one of us wanted to make a scene, so we gritted our teeth and moved on. I can say that besides that hiccup I enjoyed my little wedding. But the same can't really be said for MIL. Obviously everyone else that showed up in the one of colors to choose from could see that she didn't do the same. And since they all received the same evite that had the colors clearly written, they all knew it was on purpose. They tried their best to keep her out of pictures, would specifically have us take pictures away from where she was sitting and that kind of stuff. But there were still a few that had her in them. Fast forward months later and she asks to see some of the pictures that were taken. We show her the pictures and she noticed that she isn't in a lot of them. She sees the many that were taken with everyone else, but there is probably only really 3 that have her anywhere. She makes a comment about how she had noticed people ignoring her at the wedding and cabana and didn't know why. Now I got over most of my anger for the red dress on my 2-week honeymoon in Japan. I had decided to not make a big deal about it, but that didn't mean I wasn't holding a grudge. So I told her that everyone ignored her and kept her out of pictures because she wore that red dress. She was confused. She said that I said it was okay to wear red. WTF? What part of my comment was a go-ahead? And now she has been pulling the victim card, telling people that I told her to wear red and that I caused her to embarrass herself at my wedding. I have had people message me on Facebook and Instagram saying that I was an a-hole for being cruel to her on such an important day for a mother. And even when I tell them my side of the story, they say that I should have been more clear with my words and say not to wear red. I thought that saying people would think she slept with her son was enough. I don't think I'm the a-hole, but should I have made it more clear that red was not okay? I'm tired of the guilt trips every time the wedding is brought up at family events. I don't want to alienate ourselves from his side of the family, but I kinda wanna go low contact. What should I do? Is there even anything I could say to his side to get them to drop it?
Relevant comments. AD Jang. Just wait until the next event with his side of the family. As soon as someone brings it up, just say, really loudly, I told her that if she wore red everyone would think that she had slept with the groom, and she said nothing more on the topic. So my only conclusion about all of this drama is that she did it on purpose to give herself an excuse to cause drama for the rest of our lives. Are you really going to feed into that? And really say it loudly enough for everyone to hear. This will be you taking control of the narrative. There's nothing anyone can say to this. They can deny the whole thing and sound childish, or they can continue the narrative on your terms. Either way, you win. So the next thing you say, if anyone claps back, is, that's my final word on the subject. I will not entertain any more discussion on this. And literally turn and walk away. Joe barely cares. People really discuss what color dress someone wore to a wedding at family events? Like that's a thing? Yo! Did you see Brett was wearing a green tie at the wedding? WTF was he thinking? Just threw off the entire color palette.
OP. It's not that they are bringing up what she was wearing, it's anytime someone brings up the wedding SHE eventually brings up the fact that she isn't in the pictures because I told her she could wear red.